one and only Xylophoney back with Pixelmon. We have our bug team just about ready to go, but there's one more Pokemon left to get. Suggested by many of you, it's gonna be a fossil bug, so we of course have 60 fossils over there ready to be mined up, and we're gonna try to get the perfect one. I'll let you guys guess what Pokemon it might be in the comments. But let's get started. We of course have more Pokemon breeding over here. We got the Cakes. We got the Charmanders. We even have some Abras over there, so next time we catch a legendary, it's gonna be the right nature. And a whole bunch of other stuff. So now is finally the time where we decide what our team's gonna be. I was thinking of doing a bit of Fallout Origins today instead of this, but I was also just having so much fun working on the team, so you're getting more Pixelmon. Deal with it, it's fun. Anyway, let's go into these fossils. Or should I start with the fossils? Okay, I got some room for them, but I'm gonna need way more room than that because I have a fortune pickaxe, which means I'm gonna get 3 or 4 fossils from each of these. So, we already have a covered fossil in here, as well as some other stuff. So let's just take this right here. I might need another one. Is this empty? Nope. Is this empty? Yep. So we're gonna be filling up fossils here and then seeing what we can get to that fossil Pokemon we are looking for, because there is a lot of bugs going on the gym team here. I even have a place mapped out for me to put the team with, and things are gonna go pretty well. So let's throw this here. Well, I just took that out of my hotbar. Silly. Let's put that there. And now, for the moment at least I've been waiting for. Let's see what kind of fossils we can get. Yo, why you just give me 1 fossil each, hey? There we go. Okay, let's just go crazy and see what lands. I definitely see some ambers, which get me Aerodactyls. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the fossil I'm looking for, I don't know exactly what it looks like. But let's get half of these broken up, and then we'll go throw everything we can into the chest there. So this is 60 fossils total, which means there's a good chance I'm gonna get everything I need, but, oh yeah, they stack on top of each other, so I don't even need to have these chests here. Alright, let me just throw these in here and see if I can pick up the rest of these. There's so many kinds of fossils now. I remember when it was just the 3. But there we go. So let's do that, and let's throw these torches at that. We should be able to pick them all up. I saw those Helix Fossils. Alright, I think we should have one more space empty. Alright, let's lay them all out and just see what we're getting. Just so we can get... Oh, wow. Never mind, I can't lay them all out because there's not enough room for that. There is more than 9 fossils. I guess that means 10. 10 fossils. On to breaking even more of them. I guess would have made sense to realize I need the pickaxe in my hotbar to break them before trying to lay them all out, but you know, it's all good. Some we have 10 different ones, some we have that. I guess I should count all the fossils I have, but that's a lot of counting considering how many of these there are. But now we have all of the fossils, and we had one more in here, so we can go get these all turned into beautiful Pokemon. Now, I know which fossil I'm looking for, I just don't know which it looks like precisely because, I forget. Ooh, and we have some of the other things hatching. We have a Burmy, which I think is a bug type. I don't know what it turns into, but yes, it is a bug type. And we have a Togedemaru. Fancy, fancy. We'll put those along with these other Pokemon here. Ooh, there's a spot for you right there, because I have been shifting some things around. And as you can see, the Ditto eggs have been in full force. We have Shedinja, Lycanroc, Slacking, Cyndaquil, and so much more when it comes to that. Ooh, I got double Smoochums. I can get rid of one of them. That's fine. We don't need double Smoochums. Probably should have checked them out, but that's fine. So, we have already started to get some of the eggs in here. So we have this thing, which I honestly don't really know what it is, but it's a dinosaur, so it must be cool. And we have Aerodactyl, of course. So let's see if we can get these into the party. Aerodactyl, what kind of ball you want to go in? Let's get you in a heavy ball, because that's the closest I have to your color. And retrieve. There we go, and you, let's put you in a net ball, because you're a little bluish. And there we go. Actually, that net ball looks really cool. I should have known that. I have, some Pokemon in that. I think I have, that new bug Pokemon in it. But we have this sassy Aerodactyl, and this Amaru. Oh yeah, this one turns into that... Well, that bigger one that looks like this, I don't know the name of it, but it's the Ice Rock Pokemon, I believe. So that's pretty cool. But neither of these are females, so I won't actually be able to breed these, which is kind of what I'm looking to do. Oh, we have another egg right there. So let's put that... Did I put the egg in instead of the Togedemaru? I'm a silly face. Oh well, so we got that going. Now we can take these ones and, you know, I kind of know what these are going to turn into. Because it's a dome fossil and a helix fossil. Praise Lord Helix, everybody, we're getting them. But let's put some of these fossils in here. So this one is the fossil that turned into that new thing we just got. I believe this one turns into Tortuga, or it might be this one actually. This is definitely an Arcan fossil, so let's put that here for now. That's not what we're aiming for. This one goes into Aerodactyl. You can see a little shape of it. Here's more Helix fossils. We can go ahead and put this into here, so we can start getting Lord Helix, and we'll get a Kabutops as well. Why not? Kabuto, rather. That's perfectly fine. And then it's down to these ones. So this one's a likely candidate. This one's a likely candidate. So, you know what? I'm feeling this one. So we'll put that in there. I'm still trying to get that right one. I think this one's the dome fossil, so we'll put that into here. And now it's just these. Ooh, this one as well. Wow, it could really be any of these. Alright, I have no idea what this one is, so let's put that into here as well. We have so many fossils. There's a lot of them. Like, we broke 60 of the ores open, but there's just a whole lot of stuff. I like how these machines are actually, like, quiet, as opposed to, like, every other machine in, well, Minecraft. Alright, so let's see what we got out of this one. It is the Claw Fossil. Ladies and gentlemen, Anorith is the Pokemon we're looking for because, well, one, you probably could have guessed it because it's the only bug fossil Pokemon. But two, it is a rock bug type, which means it's going to counter the flying problem, it's going to counter the fire problem, and it's going to have some potential setup and rapid spin to help us out in case some people try to set up rocks against us. Now, I don't know if it's going to be used every time we run the gym. Obviously, we have other things that do similar things, but I think if what you guys are saying in the comments is right, it might be the only Pokemon I have that can effectively get rid of hazards, such as Stealth Rock. And Stealth Rock can very well be a problem for me. So, I guess the process now is we are going to clean up all of these Anorith fossils, and then get all of these Anoriths, and we're going to get them in the proper Pokeball. Because I do already have an Anorith. I already have a female Anorith, I think. Let me just make sure. Because I think I already have one. The problem is, it's in a boring old Pokeball, because I got it through a Ditto Egg. I want to get one in a nice... Actually, I have no idea what Pokeball I want to get it in. We're going to have to take a look at our Maldo and decide. But the thing about the fossil Pokemon is they only have a 12% chance of being a female. So that's why I grabbed 60 fossils. Because we have 14 or 15 of these Anoriths. Actually, yeah, 15 of these Anoriths. So that means the odds are in our favor that we'll get, like, I believe 2 females? Yeah, pretty much exactly the odds. So that means we can get at least one, chances are, which is really all I need. I just need one of them to be female, then we can breed them up with the other bugs who are insane. We already got all the right natures we would want on them, so we can get that going. Ooh, Weightlifter. Why are you so strong, Etho? Oh, catching Pokemon with the heavy ball. Oh, wow. A, Victini just spawned. Oh, I might have been AFK, or it might have happened in the middle of this recording and I wasn't paying attention. Well, honestly, I don't really care, because Victinis are very common in this biome, but, you know, just might as well take a look-see. Hey, Blitzel, get out of here. Get out of here, Blitzel. I'm looking for a Victini. Just looking around the edges, just peeking. They always seem to spawn in this little valley right here. But, oh, yep, and I believe that's the Victini down there. Well, I guess I have to try to catch it. But let me see if I can do anything to influence what type it is, because I think Victini is a physical attacker? I don't remember. I guess I should look it up first. Not that I have the right synchronized setup yet, but I have Abra's breeding to get me more synchronized Pokemon. I have the Everstone strategy, but I don't know if that works at all. So I will try it. So let's see what we might need. Oh, we got an Apom from that egg. Or Empapom, rather. Very nice. We're definitely going to throw this one into here. Because that one we could potentially breed up later, because apparently it's not easy to find. So, what Pokemon are we going to need to catch this thing? I guess Landorus would be safe. I guess Zygarde would be safe, and this one has Glare, so we can give it a status effect. Ooh, Abra Egg. And it's still there. Okay, I was half afraid it was going to be gone, but this works for me. So we gave the Metagross the Everstone, and I'm going to find out if this is a thing once and for all. So there we go. That theoretically did that. Ooh. So here's the plan. We're going to do that, then we're going to switch out Pokemon, just because. Then we're going to run away, right? Because I said we're going to run away, right? Because the theory that's bouncing around on the server is that it changes it permanently, which makes sense. So, if I run this a couple times, we'll get an accurate test if this is actually how you can transfer the thing. Other than that, synchronize is the tried and true way to do it, but I'd like to bust this myth once and for all if the Everstone can help transfer the nature. So why not try it out on a Victini? Now, Victinis have been quite difficult to catch, but there we go. So that means it's, you know, at on average a 12% chance that it'll get the ability switched over right now. So I think that's good enough for me. But nah, one more. Oh, Landorus couldn't escape. Come on, buddy. Come on. Ooh, did it just hurt itself? It has a hurt itself move, so I gotta be extremely careful. Yikes. Why am I attacking it with Landorus? That's not what I want to do. I want to do it with the... Stop using reversal on me. Come on. So how did it hurt itself? I wasn't paying attention. Does reversal hurt itself sometimes? I don't know. But let's start off with Metagross. You've done your thing, so now let's just hit it with something. It's probably gonna drop me. I don't think it has any fire moves, which is kind of surprising. So let's just hit it with another Rock Slide. Honestly, Metagross might get it into the right zone. I'll hit it with another. If I kill it, so be it. Another one will spawn. Oh! Well, that's that. Okay, let's now send out Zygarde to get it paralyzed, to get paralysis. Because you can hit it with a Glare. And that should hopefully slow down any bad things from happening. And I can throw repeat balls and timer balls at it and try to catch it in a nice pretty Pokeball. Because if it is the perfect nature, I'd like to. Up, double edge. It had double edge. Fair enough, we got tons of experience. Science project failed. Oh well. So be it. I guess that means we can get more Anorith stuff. Remember, that wasn't a big deal because I already have a Victini, and I live in a biome where they spawn quite commonly. So, we can just focus on the important things, such as getting these Anoriths. So I've decided either the Heavy Ball or the Nest Ball. Looks good enough to me, because Anorith is predominantly a blue Pokemon. So we'll get this one in the party, throw a fresh fossil in there, get this in the party, and I think I really just... Yeah, I'm a big fan of that Lure Ball, just the way it's set up there. So let's see how it looks like on my sash. Oh, am I not wearing my sash right now? Oh, that's crazy. I guess it's not in the current update. But we have all of that other good stuff there. So, they're both males, unfortunately. As you can see here, they, you know, nothing too special about them. I'm not looking for any hidden ability or anything, so all I need to get is a female one. But the odds are stacked against me that I'll get one, you know, per Anorith. But I'm defying the odds by having a sheer number of Anoriths that should be perfectly fine. I'll release these into the ocean, so they won't be fossils anymore. I'm sure that's how it works. Some people pointed out to me that that looks like a trash can that I'm throwing them into, and no, that's a spaceship. It's going to take them into ultra space, where they're going to be happy forever. So, let's get the last two of these Anorith Claw fossils into there. Then we can clean up all the other fossils, because I'm a fan of, like, Aerodactyl and some of the other fossil Pokemon. It's just this is a priority for the bug team. I guess it's time, while those are going, to work on the actual bug team. Ooh, looks like you're still getting close over there. Oh, more Ditto eggs. Let me just put this egg away for now, and then I'll pick up those. Actually, it's all in the same Ditto box, so we'll just pick those up. And then the Abra egg is the final thing I have. We have a lot of Ditto eggs. A lot of Ditto eggs. So, we have Caesar, who is pretty much all bred and done. We have one of an adamant nature and one of an impish nature, in case you want to go the defensive or offensive route. We have a Pincer, all set up to make a brilliant Mega Pincer adamant, because it has priority moves. We have Galvantula, and do I need to say anything about Galvantula? You've seen him in the tournament. He does work. Volcarona, we have a modest Volcarona at perfect stats, which is great. But since Volcarona, you know, if he doesn't get the first hit, he kind of dies half the time. I want to make sure he capitalizes on that speed, so I'm trying to breed a timid nature over here. And unfortunately, the timid one I has is a 4 IV. So, it might take a little more time, but the odds are in our favor. Like, the stats are between those two. Well, one of them just has all the stats. So, we should be able to get that soonish. Crustle. I mean, let me show you what we got for Crustle. You might have seen it already, but we have a 6 IV Adamant Dwebble. We also, in case you want to go for the defensive route, we have a 5 IV Impish one. One's a defensive, one's the offensive. And since I have those Pokemon, I can get the right nature onto the Anorith we're about to have really easily. I don't have a Scolipede yet. It's not going to be the star of the team, obviously, but I'll see if I can trade for one of those hidden ability Scolipedes that people have on the server. Shuckle's done. Golisopod's done because we were able to carry the Adamant right over from that Dwebble. It doesn't have the ability implemented yet in the game, which I think will be really fun to use it with, but regardless, it's still a good Pokemon. Pheromosa or Buzzwole aren't going to be on the official team because they're, you know, kind of great. They're Ultra Beasts, and I don't think I'm going to be allowing Ultra Beasts and Legendaries in my gym. Maybe I'll do a hard mode that has those on it, and we'll see how many people can beat that. Fortress, I feel like, is just worse at serving the purposes that other Pokemon serve. It has the typing of Scizor, and Scizor's amazing offensively. Fortress is more for the setup, but I already got like Armaldo and Crustle, who also have that rock type that helps protect me from what most people are going to be bringing to a bug gym. So Fortress, decent Pokemon, but not necessarily on this team when people are going to be bringing fire types all around. Ninjask, I could use it. It would just be like a slightly worse Scolipede in my opinion. Butterfree is going to be fun to use, and then Armaldo we're going to be getting very soon. So the official team, I don't even know what it's going to be yet. Let's say Mega Pincer, Scizor, Galvantula, Volcarona, Crustle, and then Armaldo, Golisopod. Shuckle might not be on the official team. I think we might rule out Shuckle, because we're not going to bring Shuckle, Crustle, and Armaldo. I think every time I bring a team to act as my bug team, it's going to have 2 rock Pokemon on it. But once I have 3, they're kind of just serving the same purposes as other people serve. So I don't think we're going to go crazy with that. Let's throw these eggs in here and see what kind of Armaldos these are. We have another male and another male. So this could take a little time. Now we have 10 left. If these 2 are both male, then we're looking at 8 eggs. So that is, you know, that means the chances are, you know, getting slimmer and slimmer by the moment. But, you know, 8 eggs means I still have a high likelihood of one being a female because it's a 12.5% chance. 12.5 times 8 is 100. Unfortunately, that's not how probability works. So it could be a little harder than that, but hopefully we'll get the right one. And if I don't, I'm just going to bite the bullet and use the one in a stupid little Pokeball. Plus, since they have that low chance of being a female, the breeding process is going to be a little long and arduous, but other than that, we should be fine. Ooh, we got more eggs right here. I do want to check that out. I love how I just keep putting more Ditto eggs in the PC so I can check out the other ones. Alright, let's see what we got. This is, oh, Pineco. Yeah, in case I do want to set up the fortress. Look, it's what I had. I had one of them, so we'll see. I don't think there's any reason for me not to use this egg. Yeah, this it's getting really good, so let's put this over with this one. And then I believe the Volcarona is good as well. Let's hope. Now, this is the one that has the Everstone on it, so I need to see the perfect stats in the IVs right here. IVs 5, and nope. Just shy on the special defense. So it's still a phenomenally good one, but not good enough. I got time. I can wait. We can get exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. Alright, these are the ones. And nope, and nope. Okay, so they weren't the ones. But look, I miscounted earlier. So, because we also have these in here. So now I have 8. 10 if you count the ones that are still going right now. So this is going to be perfectly fine. I guess I should check the IVs on these things just in case. Not that I need... Oh, yeah. Look, that has a 31 in special attack, and this has a 31 in special attack. Well, that's strange and very unlikely odds. But either way, we all need it. Get out of here, Anoriths. We don't need you. We need the female Anorith so we can continue to breed. But we're going to talk about a little more on what all the bug Pokemon are going to be about. So, let me, you know, get into your head a little bit so we can talk about, you know, team balance and stuff like that. So, ooh, a Jolly Inner Focus Abra. I don't need the Jolly one. I need, well, I mean, I'll hold on to it in case I can breed that onto it. I need Synchronize for the Abras to work. So, where am I putting Abras? Here, we'll put them there for now, until we give them their own designated box. Alright, but let's talk about the roles the Pokemon are going to play. Mega Pincer, when it's on the team, is going to be an offensive sweeper. It has crazy speed, crazy attack, and it will one-shot things. Downside, it's not the most defensive, so that's what we call it, a sweeper. It just sweeps down an enemy's team until it gets sweeped out itself, and that is a physical attacker. Volcarona, on the other hand, serves a similar purpose for special attack. It can do a little bit of dancing up, quiver dance to be precise, and be a very strong special attack. So that's what we got for there. Then other roles on Pokemon teams are often like the tanks or utility things, just to be weird stuff. The Armaldo would probably be playing a utility role because it would have the ability to get rid of enemy hazards and put down stealth rocks of its own. So it would serve that purpose, and I could make Crustle serve that purpose, and Shuckle would most likely serve that purpose, a bit of a mix between utility and tank. Galvantula is a mixed purpose of utility and special attack, because it has all those crazy lightning and bug moves, as well as Energy Ball, which is big for this team, but it also happens to have Sticky Web, which slows down my enemy. Then we have Caesar, and Caesar is a very strong physical attacker, plus it has a very strong physical defense. So it'll be a physical defense tank and a physical attacker. So between all these, even though Galvantula and Caesar have mixed roles, that's 2 physical, 2 special. I think that's enough coverage when you're talking about physical and special. So we can, not worry too much about that now. But what we do need to worry about is coverage. And that's where Crustle comes in. We're going to see a lot of fire. We're going to see a lot of flying. We're also going to see a lot of rock, but there's not as much control I have over that. So Crustle is going to be here to knock down those flying Pokemon with his powerful rock moves. He also can be a setup Pokemon if I choose him to be. He could do Stealth Rock. I'll probably put Stealth Rock on him, but also have things that will be very offensive and powerful. Also a similar role that can be played by Armaldo, but we're going to maybe switch between these guys sometimes, maybe run them both, just depending on what we really need to do. And then Shuckle would also be a full-on utility role and a tank. We don't have any insane tanks on here, and when I'm talking about insane tanks, I'm talking about, the Porygon 2s, the Chanseys, the Glygars, or the Gliscors from my previous team. We don't have anyone that can just sit out there all day and take every hit in the world. One thing I do have to consider, though, is to have a special defense tank, because we got physical defense with Caesar. In fact, I think some of the others have better physical defense as well. Volcarona does... I think it also has really bad... Oh no, Volcarona has decent special defense, so maybe we should consider that for it. But we might have to consider putting the Shuckle on the team and building it special defense. I don't think Golisopod has good special defense, but I need to look at what we could have. But first of all, we need to get those Armaldos. So let's see what we can do there. And that's what it comes down to when I'm talking about team balance. I need to have an answer for every situation, because otherwise I'm gonna die. So we have another male Anorith, and we have... another male Anorith. So let's see what some of the best special defenses on this potential team could be. And now I've done my research. So, Caesar, at least in its mega form, has 100 special defense, but just 80 in its regular form. Pincer and Galvantula, no special defense to be found. Volcarona does have a base special defense of 105, so that's currently the best on my team. Now, Golisopod is actually a crazy physical tank, so that can fill the role if I want to mix Pokemon around a little bit. Shuckle is obviously the best special defense I have when it comes to that, just because it has tankiness all around, but that's kind of the only purpose it serves. So maybe I should run Shuckle just so I can have a crazy tank. But the Pokemon that I didn't consider before that is a good special defense tank is Araquanid. Now, this is a water bug Pokemon, so great for that fire and rock coverage, and it's not the best statted, but it does have that special defense. So I feel like I have to consider one for my team, and that would help fill some of the gaps. So I feel like Volcarona and Galvantula are pretty much always going to be here as like some of the only special attack options we have, besides, Butterfree if we consider that. Caesar, I feel like is always going to be on the team, whether he's Mega or regular. Pincer is a great physical sweeper, probably the fastest thing we have, and since people are going to be bringing counters, we need to have that. But other than that, it might switch around. Golisopod's great. Crustle's great, Armaldo's okay, Araquanid's okay. And I feel like, and Shuckle's a great tank. So I feel like those are the options we're looking at. Fortress is actually just another physical defense tank, so I think we're just going to wipe him off the plans for the team. I don't think we need one. Ninjask is also not very tanky at all. Neither is Scolipede, and there's just not a lot to see there. I had a hiccup. Anyway, we have one thing to consider still. More Anoriths, and then we're actually gonna have to go and catch another bug Pokemon. So let's get these two out of the party, and we'll get these ones into the party, because this one is gonna be a female. I checked, oh yeah, I need to put a Pokeball in there first. This one's gonna be a female. Okay, so nothing yet. We're down to 6 more fossils. I think in this episode I just have to get the final answer for you guys, because otherwise I'm just leaving you on a very mean cliffhanger. Now the question is, since I guess you guys can help me decide, should I just go dig up more fossils? Because it's not the most hard thing to do. I could just keep getting fossils so I can get an Anorith and the proper Pokeball. I know at least 50% of you don't care about the Pokeball it's in at all, But let me know what you guys think. Should I keep trying to get more anoriths if this doesn't go well? Or should I do this? Hop in the water, put my water stone armor on, and just walk around with my depth strider until I find more fossils, because they spawn on gravel, and ocean floors are made of gravel, and they happen to be at the right height for fossils to spawn. Now I've already picked this area clean of fossils, as you can kind of see here, but this seems to be the by far best way to do it. And it's not the hardest thing in the world, it just does take a little bit of time out of my day. But, you know, we'll decide what's needed when it comes to that. And for now, let's just get back to working on that team. Now let's get this fossil cleaned up and this fossil cleaned up, because these are jaw fossils. They can turn into a tyrant. And I believe Richie as well as some other people on the server were struggling to get a female tyrant, so you can get a nice powerful bred tyrantrum. So if I can get one, that would be wonderful. But more importantly, bugs. I know it's weird to hear me say, you know, bugs are more important than dinosaurs, but in this particular case, it's a strong maybe that that's true. But come on! We got 2 more male ones, and I wish I could just breed these male ones with a ditto, but that would just give me a stupid red Pokeball, because that's always how ditto eggs come out, no matter how you cut it. So, this is very, very annoying, very unfortunate. We are down to the final 4. Oh, man. This is rough. I really want to get this Anorith to be in the proper Pokeball. It's bothering me that much. Why is it bothering me that much? I don't know. It's probably because I put so much work into it already. It has to work. But now the odds are 50-50, now that we're down to 4 fossils. So, it's not looking good. But I was thinking more about the team. I know, more thinking, right? And although Volcarona and Caesar are probably the best bug Pokemon there are, aside from, you know, the Ultra Beasts, they might not always be on the team. Volcarona has a 4x weakness to rock, and Caesar has a 4x weakness to fire. And in every matchup, I imagine coming at my gym, there's going to be a rock or fire Pokemon coming. So that might be a very helpful trick to mix up my opponent. And Caesar is best, his best use is when your opponent's not ready for it. You send out a Pokemon that's not weak to any of your moves, and then it just dances up and then starts bullet punching away. But if someone switches into a fire Pokemon, Caesar's not going to be the immediate answer. So I think if I am running Mega Pincer, I just might not run Caesar. It's definitely a possibility, because that'll be all the physical attack I need, and that can actually outspeed counter, while Caesar can only outspeed counter with a bullet punch, and that's not going to do it to fire. And Volcarona, you know, one errant Rock Slide will drop him for sure, and a lot of Pokemon learn Rock Slide. But Volcarona does get that dance, so if he gets the positioning right, he can outspeed everything. He's really good, but I don't know. And then when it comes to having like a Rockwanid and Golisopod, that's a good set of defensive Pokemon and a good set of water Pokemon. This is why I'm breeding all of these Pokemon. I already have 6 different bugs, but I'm breeding more just so I can deal with my own indecisiveness, and I can have all those bugs ready, and I can just switch back and forth because, you know, if my team starts losing with a certain matchup, I can switch it out to have something a little bit better. Now that we're done talking about the team, let's get this female Anorith. We got it. We got it. Whew. And with 2 fossils left to spare. I guess, what if these are both females when they come out? We'll check on those 2 at the very end of the episode. But for now, let's take a look at this one. What if I just got rid of the wrong Anorith? Alright, so this Anorith, its IVs don't matter, but here we are. Yeah, nothing special. It has battle armor, so it can't take critical hits, which is a bonus. And it will be bred to be the most, well, probably the best Anorith the server's ever seen, for sure, because I don't think anyone else is using an Anorith. Why would they? But I did say I was going to show you guys what I'm working on in the Ultra Dimension. So there's 2 things I want to show you. One is my potential gym location, and the other is the area I'm working on in the Ultra Dimension. No, they're not the same thing. That would be kind of cool. But I figure if I built a gym in the Ultra Dimension, no one's ever going to be able to get to it, and I'm just going to be sitting there waiting. Hey, you find a portal yet? Whenever you find a portal, I'm ready to battle you. And I didn't want to go through that. But my gym location isn't exactly right next to spawn. You have to go down another tunnel to somewhere that's actually very close to my house. Or at least my new breeding area. So, if I go down this, I get to the main, one of the main roads of the Nether setup, and down that way is spawn, and down this way, literally, just moments away, is where I'm thinking of making my gym. And I've been here before. This is where Babs cut down a bit of a jungle, and I'm going to use part of the edge of the jungle to make a beautiful bug gym. And it's going to be right over here. Right as you step out of the portal, you'll see it. Then I'm gonna, pretty up the area a little bit, so bugs will be spawning all around you as you walk up to the bug gym. A giant fallen log filled with bugs spewing out of it. Spider webs all here and there, and it's gonna be really nice. And, if you just want to hang out in the area, you can get yourself some Pokemon while you're at it. So that'll be pretty cool. Why is there a tree going right in the middle of that? I guess it's probably for a reason. And, yeah, I probably left that there. But we are going to go to the Ultra Dimension. How am I gonna get there, you might ask? Like this. I have teleport. And it works dimension to dimension. So what I've been doing is I've just been keeping my my teleport location. I've only been using this particular healer in the Ultra Dimension. So that way I can keep coming back and check out what we got. Hold on, I gotta make it look pretty for you. Actually, what am I saying? It's still gonna be raining. But check out the platform we got going. I put down some stone just because I had it, and some things might spawn on stone. But right now we're in the river. But right now we're in the Ultra Forest. Right now we're in the Ultra Jungle, and we have both of those biomes all set up and ready to go. I guess I could take the fog off so you guys can see a little bit more of it. That's one thing you can. That's dynamic lighting. Nope, lightning. Don't do this to me. Don't strike me. Alright, where's my fog at? Details, fog. There it is. So now you can actually see all of this. So I've started cutting down this jungle so I have logs to actually build my gym. And we're going to expand this a little bit more, probably more sideways. But I want to make sure the right biomes are selected in this thing. And right here is where Buzzwole spawns. And right here is where Kartana spawns. So if one of these Ultra Beasts spawns, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to get it real good. Wow, that had me. I was like, is that something? No. But yeah, we got our Bellsprouts, we got our Metapods, and we even have this nice little tower over here that's kind of my home away from home. I have, I just got a Giraffe rig from that, and I got another female Pineco. I'm probably just going to put the Pineco to the side for now, because I don't plan on running a fortress anytime soon. But you know what the bug team is. Let's go see those final Anoriths and see what we got. Of course, the way to get out of here is fall into the void, and fortunately, this puts me out right next to the jungle, where I have the gym being built, or not being built yet, but spot chosen, and pretty close to where my home is. Now, if a portal spawns right next to my home, I'm going to run through that because it spits you out close to the portal area where you went into the Ultra Dimension, rather than in any particular area. At least if you're using the jumping out here and then the teleport method back. See? We're right here, and my plateau is right over there, not 100 meters away. Or, I meant 1,000. 100 would be a blatant lie. That would be extremely close. I would already see it. Wow. Speak of the portal. That's what I was talking about. Now, every time I leave the Ultra Dimension, I will literally be spit out right at my new house. That is pretty cool. Why did I jump off you? I still need to get down to here. So that's great. Let's just check out these Anoriths and then hop right back into that portal real quick to reset the area that I come back at. And, aww, they don't do anything while I'm in another dimension. Fine, you guys have already seen that I got the female Anorith, so that's fine. I'll give you the results next time I stream. Thank you guys, of course, for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like on the video, and let me know your thoughts on the team. A lot of you have given some very valuable insight, such as, having the Armaldo on there for a reason, so thank you so far for all of your assistance. And then soon we're going to, of course, try to catch one of those Ultra Beasts, and also get ourselves a trained bug team. A lot of training to be had. A Rockwanid, I'm going to need to catch that next stream as well, so we'll make that all happen, and I'll see you guys then. Whee!